It's estimated that the amount of e-waste generated last year was over 57 million tonnes, and that figure is set to increase year on year. Although phone recycling is on the rise, the majority of handsets still end up in landfill. Traditional methods of recycling phones generally involve shredding them in industrial machines and then sifting them to remove the precious metals or reusable material. But Apple, who produced over 200 million iPhones last year, has devised a modern way of recovering the materials, and they let me in to have a look.
Most of us are now quite used to the idea of recycling our phones when they reach the end of their life. But if you're anything like me, you probably don't think too much about what happens to them once you send them away. Here, at a secret location in the Netherlands, Apple have created Daisy, this robot behind me. And it takes the process of recycling these things to a whole new level. Let's give it a go.
Daisy can completely deconstruct an entire iPhone from start to finish in under a minute. The product travels through 4 modules. The first step separates the display from the iPhone.
What's happening behind me is the removal of the batteries, and to do that, it's using really cold air, minus 70 degrees Celsius, to actually stop the adhesive from working so the battery can be taken out. It's pretty cool.
Afterwards, the screws are taken out before all the different components are separated by the machine. All individual bits and pieces land here, to then be sorted by a human. Most modern smartphones contain as many as 30 elements and rare earth materials, including cobalt, tungsten, gold and tin. And the World Economic Forum has warned that some elements may be completely depleted in 100 years. Apple claims that new methods of recycling phones, like Daisy, could help recover more of these metals from end-of-life phones, and that its products contain more recycled materials than ever before. Rare earth elements and metals require extensive mining, with considerable environmental, social and political impacts.
Our goal is to make all of our products using only recycled or renewable material. Daisy is helping us with that. She can do 23 models of iPhone, she can do 2.4 million units a year, and all of that means more material going back around a circular supply chain, so ultimately we can end our reliance on mining.
Daisy concentrates on 14 key materials which would otherwise be extracted from the earth, from the rare earth magnets to the aluminium in the housing.
If you take, for example, the main logic boards, the cameras and the flexes, 1 ton of that has the same amount of material that we'd have to mine 2,000 tons of new material to get to. So it's quite important, and also it's much lower carbon.
But it's not just about recovering the materials, but crucially getting them back at a purity where they can be used again. The brute force traditional methods of recycling can degrade the recovered materials or miss them entirely, meaning they can end up in landfill, causing pollution and environmental damage. Perhaps, though, the most sustainable solution of all would be reducing the volume of e-waste we create in the first place.